movement speed. And then, I mean, it's at level 20, you know. I'm not sure how much it would affect the hero.
You know what's
I mean,
cooking?
it's definitely nice, the Kraken Shell. I mean, I think the change to the first 2 levels of the Kraken Shell, that's definitely, I think that will have actually more impact than the talent change. Because if his laning phase is better, it means he's going to have a better game. Because this hero is always like a very strong hero if you can get a good lane. And the lane is always the problem.
Well, I guess the other thing that we should mention that we didn't even really talk about is that it's
oh, it's a support?
Boomy. Yeah,
what?
Boomy
I just
time.
realized it's all random. Wait, what? Oh, it's a support type? Support type?
And Bach position 3 bench. Wanting to get in there and just mess with Dreamocell.
I think it's because the AM, because they picked the bench early, and then they, sorry, not the bench, the tight end. Actually, both of them were picked early, and they decide that they don't want a tie against the AM because he's gonna burn all your mana, and then you can't pressure him. But if you're a range hero, you can pressure the AM more in the laning phase. And since the tie is just gonna throw gush, you have a lot of minus armor in the lane with the bench.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Oh, Cascue is on Chen too. This is not a hero I see him play a lot. Not his kind of hero.
Yeah, not the super micro intensive, but Chen's in a very different role he inhabits nowadays.
He's not a micro. He's not a micro hero. He's a babysitter / recall hero. So your carry can farm in very, very dangerous positions and get recall back.
Well, should take a look here at the mid matchup. Already Shadow Fiend, he did decide to start with the Necromastery level 1, like you were talking about, which seems like a pretty cool pickup for him, and so far is having an okay time, 2 and 2.
Yeah, especially against crossbacks in Worker where you know he can you. So it's okay for you to go for the Necromastery at level 1. As long as you're in a matchup where you feel that you can secure the last hits without using Raze, you should definitely go for the Necromastery.
And a couple of denies in there too. It's an interesting thing though, because it's not as snowbally as it once was, since it's only 1 damage at level 1, which is kind of unique.
So the second point is the level where you... So do you want to get level 2 Necromastery at level 3 now?
I think so. It's interesting. It's changed around a lot of Shadow Fiend's build. This change to Necromastery. It makes sense.
It doubles the damage. That could be better than the race. Never mind. Our answers have arrived. Race.
Oh my goodness, Dreamocell. It's gonna take some damage. Oh, you did take Raze. Interesting. I guess it's maybe matchup specific as well, potentially.
Yeah, probably some matchups it could give you more value when you get the second point in Necromastery. But as it stands right now, AM is not farming very well, as I expected, because he's against a range hero with a lot of minus armor. He gets bullied a lot in the lane, whereas the Terrorblade, his elder brother on top, is farming AOK against the Puck plus Tiny.
The scary thing about this lane too is that Boomy, just like with these couple of mangoes, means that you've got potentially -7 armor against an anti-mage. It is really scary staying in this lane here with the gush going as well. That's cute. Keep on taking the beat down.
I think he needs to try to get another creep maybe. His creep is not that useful.
It does reduce the regen at least for the like tango stuff over time, but they're not actually regenerating that much.
This thing has regen reduction?
Yeah, man, it's the Bool.
What?
Yeah, envenomed weapon.
I'm a noob.
Okay, we all are. This is Dota. It's a new patch. That was a patch ago though, so
yeah,
you have less.
I know, right? I'm pretty sure it wasn't this patch.
Just tell everybody it was. I'm sure it's fine. They're scouting this out. They know that Hyde is over here, and Shadow Fiend is playing it pretty safe.
If you get this creep, I think you should get the mana burn creep and just mana burn you. Level 4.
Oh, Hyde making the rotation mid. Avalanche toss throws him in place. Fairy Fire trying to live, but they didn't cast Tree Armor from CML. He made the rotation instead with the TP.
Yeah.
I think if he had Tree Armor there, he might have lived.
Maybe. But if the tornado came after that, then he would have dispelled the 3 armor too.
He opened with tornado.
Oh, he already opened. Okay, then
Yeah.
maybe not.
No.
But either way, that's first blood. So Invoker is in the driving seat right now. Very important that if Invoker gets ahead, he can constantly bully the Shadow Fiend with the mana burn later. How's Resident Carries doing? Terrible is still farming well. Anti-Mage slightly under pressure. Supports are getting decent levels on both sides. Just the Tiny has much more room to rotate compared to a position 4 or Tide, because Tide wants to sit in the lane and bully the end, whereas Tiny is more of like a freestyler. You can do what you want. TP top, TP bottom, gank mid. Especially when you have a Quasvex Invoker, you're very tempted to go mid.
Definitely. You know, it's interesting. You're seeing also as the bounty runs are going to come on out here. The Tide keeps on like pump faking the Gush to try and get AM to use Counterspell, but AM didn't have Counterspell until just now. But they kept on doing it. Adroit able to pick up 3 bounty runs, it looks like, and well, that is a nice little pickup for them. Shadow Fiend head back to the jungle. Max just gonna farm it up.
Yeah, he sees the Tiny with the ward, so they know Tiny's mid. Catapult wave. Whereas my supports, I need to defend the tower. They have to hit middle to hold the tower, especially with the Treant.
Are you ready to see at level 8 when Mac has plus 80 damage from his Necromastery? Like, he's gonna be hitting so hard.
Why are you so far ahead of yourself? He's level 5 now, relax.
I know, I was gonna say level 7, but then I realized he's just gonna take raise.
Calm down.
Level 8.
Calm
Yeah, it's exciting.
He's gonna die soon.
Well, they're making that rotation again. Yeah, hide there. Avalanche saving the tornado. Toss back afterwards. Still saving the tornado. Mac burned all of his mana trying to walk away. There's the tree armor. And are they eventually going to throw it? It's an Invis rune down bottom. Oh, tornado lift up and then the deny of the rune, Makoto. Oh, being very annoying on this Invoker. Doing a great job.
This time, Treant saves his life.
Yeah.
Gives him a salve. That's gonna salvage the Shadow Fiend's game. If you imagine if he died there or he didn't die there, doesn't have the salve, doesn't have the rune, you'll be in a very hard time. Top lane call onto Natsumi. He doesn't toss the hero.
Oh, they can't quite get it yet. Thunder double. Natsumi the turn. Oh, he got him. Hide. Going to be caught out. Natsumi lives. That is a huge save.
That was a very, very nice bit of individual play. That you saw how he used his illusion to tank the toss. If he got tossed on the real hero, he would have died from the damage. Very, very nice. MMR matters, man.
Yeah, it's true. It's important. Every little bit of it. 7 minutes in right now, and you can see Natsumi still incredibly farmed. Top net worth in the game, but Invoker's right up there with them. Shadow Fiend a little bit further behind. It's too hard to try and step up against this Quasvex Invoker in the mid lane.
Quasvex meme hammer. Is that the build? Oh, you can actually do that, you know, without the tornado code. Yeah.
It would be fun.
I'm just thinking about it because the meter hammer is a very popular item right now.
Oh, hide. Terrorblade yet again. No Sunder this time. Makoto in the area. The tossback's not going to connect. Tornado EMP afterwards. Bleached in trouble. Bok shows up though, and they keep Natsumi alive yet again.
Bok is just like such a team player. The off-laner is TPing over to save his carry.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see many off-laners playing like this. It's very, very selfless. Because you come here, you kind of ruin your game a little bit. I mean, I guess he can farm here since the TP is going to move bot lane. So he doesn't really lose anything.
A little bit of extra time for the Tide Hunter to get a wave going.
Natsumi, they know he TP'd down here. Surprise!
Everybody, the Chen pulls it back in.
Brother's bullying the elder brother.
He's really annoying. Dream himself finishes off, gets the kill on the anti-mage. Pretty plays.
Wait, am I right with the lore? AM is the younger brother, right?
Dude, it's the persona. Get it together. What are you talking about?
Younger sister, fine.
Radiant's middle tower
According
is
to
under
the law,
attack.
it's correct.
I don't
Radiant
know. I didn't play
structures
Dota
are
1.
fortified.
In Dota, that's the law.
I was in college or something at the time. I was doing stupid things that aren't important. I should have been playing Dota 1.
When you're working in the kitchen, like you were a chef, right? You told me.
Oh yeah, I was. You're right. Well, I was probably doing a little bit of both. Oh man, Hyde he spots out there's a ward over here and should be able to get the D ward afterwards. Pings come immediately.
Time to farm. Pace of the game is slowed down. Everyone wants to get levels, just get the double bounties, wait for the catapult wave. Time for your supports to sit in a lane and farm. They've already given their heart and their soul for the cause.
Do you think that benefits more in this game?
You mean support getting levels?
No, just sort of the pace of the game slowing down a little bit.
Yeah, it's good for you. You have time.
Radiant's middle
Look at your
tower
lineup,
is
you have a
under
support
attack.
guy.
I'm saying, so you think it's better for Adroit is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Even though you have an AM, but if you look at the other four heroes, tiny, especially Aqua, Swax, Invoker, you want to play a very speedy game. Unless you build a Midas on the Invoker.
Oh, there we go. He's saving up that gold.
It's a trap going Midas. The Midas buff is a trap. You should not go Midas, I think. It's not good.
Kind of like the idea of it, but I'm with you. It doesn't make a ton of
You're a
sense.
greedy player, of course you like it. Oh wait, all Dota
Dire's
players
top
agree.
tower
Maybe
is
not
under
Bot.
attack.
Bot is a team player.
He's the one in this game, the one team player.
Dire's
You gotta have that one
structures
guy
are
that's
fortified.
playing for the team, you know? You can't
Dire's
have everyone
top
playing for
tower is under
themselves.
attack.
Winter, it's your favorite time of the game. Catapult wave, and looking to try and take this fight afterwards.
Recall.
Dire's top tower is
Rotation
under
coming
attack.
in. Hyde is back behind enemy lines. They're moving in. Avalanche. He tries to get out in. He's moving into position. Boomy gets the Ravage. Follow-up. It's right there. They have the overgrowth afterwards and the fear. The full combo comes out from Adroit. Pretty as can be.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Like, the more I think about it, if the game is going towards
Radiant's
this kind of
bottom
direction where you have
tower
a lot of
has
these long cooldown ultimates, maybe Alchemist can be good against this kind of lineup. Because Alch takes a lot of advantage when you blow cooldowns, right? During the downtime, he can farm a lot. He can claim the map quickly, or even get Roshan. Like he's one of those heroes that does really well against lineups that have very, very long cooldown.
Seems interesting. I mean, I guess that's you have to still be able to get things done though while those cooldowns are happening.
Yeah, I mean, the main difference with him and Alch, they feel like the same hero where they need to farm a lot initially, but he gets his timing faster compared to the AM because of the bounty goal bonus and how much you can farm with your acid. The point he feels like when he's not in
Battle Fury.
yeah, you don't need Battle Fury, and you can use your acid to delay and hold your towers.
Seems like a pretty good option. I think that the worry always is like also the eventual fall off that can happen, I guess. And like if you do have enough to bring down the Alch a couple of times, but yeah, I'd be curious to see how.
Plan B have a draft that uses and abuses Aghanim Scepter.
Right.
That's your plan B. AM has no plan B. AM is only one plan. Farm, Abyssal. Yeah, I kill you if you don't kill me. If you don't end the game. That's his plan. Alchemist is more fun, you know. There's another dimension to that hero.
Right. It's true. It's a pretty slow game again, and this you can't help but wonder like if they're going to try and push the tempo again. Like that last pick support Tide kind of puts them in a better position going into the late game.
I mean, they have
gets farmed.
too much team fight. Raiden cannot engage them. That's why Raiden is trying to split the map, wait for the end battle. They're doing the right thing. It seems like the game is like very quiet, but they're just playing the draft. The Raiden can't engage into the Dire team when they have all the ultimates up. And they're just doing the correct thing with the puck and the Tide. It's how their draft is working. They're just trying to split the map, go for pickoffs. They're allowed to go go for pickoffs, but they are trying to avoid going to 5v5 fights.
Right. Slow down whenever you can with these like EMP tornado things as well.
And at the end of the day, AM is going to be able to outscale his older brother later, because you can mana burn him. He can't sunder. You can pop him with the mana void later. Because the way you build TV, usually you have Skadi, you have a lot of intelligence, you have a lot of mana.
We do have Ravage back up again. The smoke moving forward and trying to take this tier 1 tower. CML back behind enemy lines.
They have to dodge. There's no way they can fight, I think. There's no way they can break through this dire lineup.
It's too tough.
There's no dagger on Tiny. There is no a dagger on Puck. I mean, that's pretty much it. They're just built to go for pickoffs.
Dire's top tower
This is really hard to deal with.
Yeah, the Chen has a mech, but he feels really bad, right? You build a Chen, then you build a mech on Chen, but you can't fight, you feel really, really bad. And bounty runes, Dire's gonna invade.
The swap back. This dude's just done. He gets completely demolished. So Adroit are gonna pick up those two.
And pick up the bounty rune spot.
Hide? Getting chased a little bit here. CML in the area. Overgrowth. Oh! But he can't get the overgrowth off. Now out of mana, CML's just dead. Nice play there by Makoto to keep from getting taken down, and then they just back out afterwards.
So they got 3 runes. 1 top, 2 bot.
Looks like it. Did they get another one?
Yeah,
FBZ stole another one too.
Ah, they got
So I think they got 4. They're gonna get the 4th right now.
tower is under attack.
I think FBZ stole the rune.
They killed Chen here. When they here, when the rune spawned, they didn't pick up the rune?
I guess.
Well, that's a big deal. Now there's no difference in net worth. That's 4 runes. That's a very, very big deal.
Still very close game.
Gabe, Dagon on Puck. Dagon.
How is that my wish? when was that my wish?
You want to see people dying in 1 zap. Illusions dying in 1 zap.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
No, that doesn't make sense. I'm clearly bullying you into submission.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening. My bad.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's how I get you back.
So,
the arcade.
yeah, and Evoker is going for Orchid.
Oh, they are actually going to go for the invis play, but they spot him out.
Dire's top
Now
tower
Makoto.
is under attack.
Oh, we still got overgrowth. In some trouble. They're moving into position. 1 punch, 2 punch. Can they bring him down? A couple raises afterwards would be enough. With the hand of God and the back away, and now the rotations are coming in looking for Mac. Can they get there in time? They're also potentially going to cut off Bach here, who's underneath this ward that kept Makoto alive, and now also is potentially going to find that kill. Reckless Souls comes out, it's going to connect. That's on to 3. They lose the Venge, but they still have the illusion. CML throws out the Nature's Grasp, going to slow him down, but they don't have the root, and another tornado to disengage. Hits on to 3. And just like that, Adroit cannot force the fight.
Yeah, Raiden is doing a very, very good job. Like the boom supports, the supporting cast. Like, they're making so much space for anti-mage to farm. She's been farming for the last, uncontested for the last 5 minutes or so, ever since the 10-minute bounty runes. And she's top of the net worth right now. And I think the Invoker going Orchid is also pretty, I think it's pretty risky. I'm not sure if it's going to work out. I know Orchid is the trending item right now because it's so cheap.
It's something that definitely has kind of been gone by the wayside, it feels like, for Invokers.
No defensive item, so it's very easy to kill him. He has to be very careful with the positioning.
They're underneath a ward right now, which scouts out all of this. It's actually just outside of it now, but Makoto comes back into range, and this has been pretty good for trying to set up kills, but they haven't been able to connect fully yet. That Invoker Orchid is a little bit spooky, and because of that, I'm assuming Shadow Fiend going for this BKB after the drums. I want to see if he takes that 15 talent of Presence or Effects buildings, and they just try and sort of storm down lane.
Do they need to?
I don't know.
Radiant's middle tower
I mean,
is
it'd be
under
interesting
attack.
because I get what you're thinking, because they are grouping up S5 a lot with this Tide plus 3 and ultimate, and it makes sense for you to be able to demolish the towers faster.
Right. Now with Terrorblade, they just go down anyway, so maybe you don't need to.
Yeah, but still it's value, you know. Like you save time. The faster you kill the buildings, the better.
Well, up top, 4
Radiant's
heroes grouped
bottom
together from
tower is under
Adroit.
attack.
Smoke.
And
Dire's courier
No.
has been
Wait,
killed.
Titan's dagger. Okay, by the way, just so you know.
big plays. But I don't know if they're gonna
He didn't need dagger for the last engage where he ravaged what 4 heroes.
right. Puck also has dagger. Could be a big play there. They can bring in the AM if they want with the Chen. With me trying to chase these down, Kez cute. But they've got the he missed up the micro.
Radiant's
He
middle
didn't hit the
tower
stomp
is under
twice.
attack.
But the tornado is going to still get thrown through.
Save my
Used the wrong
babies.
one.
Save my babies.
Radiant's top tower is under
They
attack.
got one,
Radiant's courier has
but they
been
didn't get the important central. Central is the important. Now they're gonna force rush.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Coil?
attack.
No problem. There's a Sunstrike that's going to head on in. But you won't be able to stop this.
Oh, they're gonna do this. They can steal it with a pop, maybe.
Thinking about it. Okay, he definitely can. He's just going to jump away. The tornado comes out, but they've already got the Aegis on Natsumi. And this player who has so often been the win condition for Adroit now in a pretty good position to try and get a stranglehold on this game.
AM
Radiant's
falling.
courier
He's playing a bit
has been
aggressive,
killed.
going on the SF, forcing him back. But overall, I think the timing of
Dire's
the
bottom
Radiant
tower
lineup
is
is
under attack.
not yet
Dire's
there.
bottom
They have
tower
to.
has fallen.
You mean the minus armor?
Yeah.
It makes sense for the draft. But the AM is not ready to fight yet. He needs, I think he's gonna need BKB at some point.
Avalanche toss, Boomy caught, swapped out by Bot. He has Blink back up again in a second. They recall. Dreamo Cell gets the stun up. Afterwards, onto the bench, and they also blow up Boomy. And now Natsumi, forced to pop the Manta, jumps in for the Dreamo Cell. He's back into all of this. CML doesn't have any way to stop it, and that's Aegis already dead. Dead. I don't know if they take this fight. Requiem of Souls is going to come out afterwards. No, they hold off on it.
I mean,
Nature's Grass does a pretty good job. They still have the bench. Illusion, they can still chase this a little bit if they want.
That fight was all Mikoto, man. Again, Mikoto was going in.
And they find him.
I mean, he played the fight so well, the way he sniped the Tide, even though he got swapped by
Dire's
Bok,
middle
and he
tower
was still
is
able
under
to
attack.
catch him with the
Dire's
Tornado,
structures
Sunstrike, and
are
Deafening Blast.
Boomy. Still got that Blink Ravage if he wants to use it.
Dire's
Makoto,
bottom tower is
so
under attack.
often just outside of range. He's playing this Invoker perfectly. Another toss? Oh! They did not anticipate that BKB. Or maybe they're just trying to bait it the whole
Dire's
time. But
bottom
Kezcute's the
tower is
only
under
one that
attack.
dies here. I think they're happy with it.
Dire's middle
charge.
tower has
10
fallen.
second BKB, right? Yeah, 10 second BKB for support, not working.
Well, they did that perfectly.
AM is going to get to his basher. Oh, he's going Abyssal straight. I'm thinking this of the state of the game and considering whether he should try to get Abyssal. Don't try to get basher, but don't finish the Abyssal, then go BKB. Because I think it depends on how the game is going. He might be forced to fight. So if he tries to finish his Abyssal without a BKB, it means that he can't really engage directly. He can only go for a pick-off.
Right. Yeah, the big team fight ultis from Adroit are still scary enough that he could be brought down if he doesn't
Yeah,
have that
and
BKB.
there's a lot of minus armor too, so if he gets caught in any one of those disables, the bench stun, Tide Ravage, or the root from the Treant, I think he's just gonna die with one stun. So he has to play with the comfort of having the BKB for him to engage perfectly.
Well, another smoke. Oh no, just walking. And they find Hyde. That's a nice pickup for them. If they can get the kill, and they will. I mean, the scary thing about still is like if you do manage to win one big fight with Adroit, they will take so many buildings.
They'll take your home, they'll take your family, they'll take everything.
Yeah.
One fight with this kind of lineup,
Dire's structures
they'll give you
are
mega
falling.
creeps.
Oh, chasing. BZ can't quite find him. Bok does have level 2
Radiant's
swap
top
now.
tower is under attack.
And looks like they're going to group up yet again. pushing down this top lane while CML is going to be able to deal with this bottom lane as well, pushing out the waves constantly.
Radiant structures are
Makoto's down here.
He's doing the right thing. He doesn't have to be at the fight.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I wonder if they can force something and just like catch Makoto along the map.
I mean, I think this Evoker is going to be like a very, very important piece of the puzzle here. He's contributing the most, I think, in the team fights for Boom. And he has a BKB right now, so they can't really... I mean, they could still root him with the Treant or swap him, but it does save him from the Tide Ravage and the nukes from Shadowfin. So it's a very big deal that he has BKB right now.
Radiant are scanning.
Ooh, get broken there. They've got Kraken. Oh, swap out though. It's gonna keep him alive. They toss. And well, it's actually gonna be Bot. They got the swap and the Ravage comes out. Taking from Makoto. But look at that damage. Trying to bring him down, not quite enough to get the kill on the Invoker. So in the end, Ravage used, and I don't know if they're gonna be able to do that much more. They toss again onto the Shadow King Mac. He's BKB'd, but he's so low already. Constant chase down coming. Makoto, right clicks coming through, trying to get him, but he goes invis, and no detection is available. Hyde jumps back in, the turnaround. It's gonna be enough to find the kill, but they immediately blow up the Tiny afterwards. It's a DD on Dreamocell. You gotta be real careful with Natsumi. They turn onto him, trying to get the damage, block out, tornado lift, and Natsumi in trouble, and Natsumi gonna die. Boomy, the last one here, left in the nearby area, and he is being chased down constantly, consistently, sunstruck, and killed off.
Dire's middle tower
Looking real good, and Adroit struggling to come up with answers.
That was a very, very costly fight from them. They couldn't kill anyone with their combos. I think it was a pretty good swap initially to get the Tide out of harm's way. But like you said, the BKB saving the Invoker's life. And it was so crucial that he didn't go down there.
They needed that second swap, but I think Bach was dead by that point.
Yeah, I think he was dead. Because yeah, after he went in, he saved the Tide, then he was a goner. I mean, that's the thing about having this kind of draft strat, where you're so reliant. You don't have really good catch with your lineup. It's just like one mobile combo. If you don't kill anybody with the Treant ultimate and the Tide Ravage, you're pretty much have zero lockdown. And a hero like AM, Puck, they're just gonna play in front of the face.
Where's Natsumi's neutral item?
Natsumi? What do they have?
Yeah. They've got broom handle. They've got trusty shovel. They've got nether shawl.
Low quality items does not fit terribly.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You could get like damage, a little bit of armor, some health there, you know, something. It's just like, I don't need them. I'm gonna beat you without neutral items. They got Blink Ravage again. Maybe finding one. Oh, blink
Dire's
out from Hyde.
top tower is under attack.
Running away. The longer the game goes, the better it is for them.
Wait, they got a root though. Photo just walks away.
Yeah, and by the way, AM finished the Abyssal.
Alright, he's got an item now. Natsumi's chilling. He's got Orbit Destruction. That's a good one.
I think they need to get a Hex on someone. Okay, Shadowfin is building a Hex. They have a severe issue with lockdown.
Another tornado. They call for Seb. As the EMP gonna miss. String coil onto 2 BKB and the Requiem afterwards. They get the fear onto Seb. Boomy with the Ravage afterwards. Hits the stun onto 3. Can they find any more though? Makoto, look at the combo coming out from this one. Natsumi's BKB is already popped. They gotta be careful because the turnaround combo could be ridiculous. Hyde already getting brought down low, but not dead yet. Boomy chase. The Invoker is thinking about coming back in again, but I don't know, he gets out of there. So they will be able to set it even as the anti-mage ended up dying in that fight.
That's what I said. You come in the fight, you have no BKB, one stun. I think he only got hit by the Ravage, one stun, and he just died. I mean, that's the danger of going this build where you don't have the BKB.
Makoto jumps in again. They're trying to bring him down, but the root's there. Makoto is still running wild. Oh, the Sunder. That's a team player right there for Natsumi.
Okay, no, he has too much HP. Yeah, but right now they have to chill and wait for the BKB. I think after that fight, they should notice that even though the enemy has not many disables for the aim, but one stun is all it takes and he dies. He's going for butterfly? Okay, he's totally ignoring the BKB. I mean, it's not just about the stun, it's also the ability to remove the reflection from the Terror Blade. You can't just wait for save your Manta for that, you know? Sometimes you just jump in, you have to blow someone up, you have to pop your Manta. I mean, I think he really needs to have BKB to secure the fights.
How concerned are you about Makoto just still running wild in this game with maxed out Exort now? Because yes, we had talked about like Invoker and Phosphox not being a win condition. Makoto's starting to feel like a win condition.
Yeah, at this point, I feel like he's doing more than the AM, despite behind in terms of net worth. He's contributing a lot more. Because the AM doesn't have BKB. He has to be very, very careful of how he jumps in. Recall on AM. Top lane, that would be so.
They find themselves the Tide, leashed, blown up. Happens so quickly. Didn't have Ravage though for another 40. He's gonna be back in 40, so they didn't really lose that much of value, it looks like. Mac does get hit by that EMP. Still a decent chunk of mana though. He's getting close to his level 20, and if what we've seen so far is any inclination, he might be going to that 3 damage per soul. Which would even further put that damage total up for the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, he should. He needs to be able to right-click damage, and it's better with the bench because the bench is giving you attack range, right? So you should abuse the physical damage more.
Dire's top tower is under
Roche
attack.
was 8 seconds away. Boom would have loved to be able to pick that one up, but the long respawn time puts them in a position now where they won't quite be able to get it. I think that though Terrorblade, the illusion, is going to spot Roche respawning now. But still, a 5,000 gold lead for Boom. It's not insurmountable, but it does feel a little bit tough to play into.
I mean, once they get the Hex on Shadow Fiend, I think they will have a decent way of killing the AM if the AM doesn't have BKB. Yeah, if he indeed chooses to go for the butterfly. Like with this build, he has to play so carefully, you know? He has to be careful about not crossing the line, not being too aggressive.
They do ping out that Dreamocell is down there. They spotted him on a ward. And it looks like he's going to head back towards the Ancients afterwards in the smoke up. So they knew exactly where the AM was, and now they're getting ready to go on him. Dreamocell is gonna know that something could be coming his way, but instead they go towards the mid lane and the jump in Ravage onto the puck. Well, if they don't get this kill, that one's gonna feel real rough. FBZ gets the blink out. Ooh. Dang. And instead bottom? Wait, they got the Hex onto him. Oh, but again, Makoto saving a life. Oh, Makoto. Oh.
They didn't want to blow the train ultimate for that kill, but they had to. They didn't have any more stuns.
Jeez.
The puck didn't have use to get out.
So they end up going for 2 separate kills. I mean, one of them on the puck would have been nice to pick up, and then they also miss on the AM, and that entire time you still got people farming, and now Roche is a possibility with no Ravage.
Dire's bottom tower is under
I don't know. They still have meta at least.
They have to fight.
Oh, Ravage. I think they're not going.
Ravage or not, they have to fight. It's Roche is too important.
Terrorblade's heading in. They smoke up with the rest of them. Dreamocell punching away. They got to get vision inside this pit. They're walking on in and going to see that it's very, very low. Ready to jump in at a moment's notice. They all leave the pit though. BKB, Natsumi, he's slowed down. This is the full BKB that's going to be used. The fear is they jump in, try and get it. Dreamocell gets the agent. They got the last hit too. FBZ is dead though. Natsumi's still standing tall. Hasn't even popped the Manta yet. This is hard to fight into. If you're Boom, they can get it super hard. Hyde is gonna die, but they did manage to at least get the agents on Dreamocell.
Did you get the last hit? Yeah, they did. The last hit. Aegis and Chase. That was a very well-timed Requiem of Souls. He caught the puck by surprise. He was trying to blink into
Radiant's
silence
middle
and
tower
protect the
is
AM,
under attack.
but he just got feared when he jumped in.
Wait a minute though. The other issue that you're gonna see here is they are pressuring mid tower and there's no glyph available and no
Radiant's
buyback
middle
on the puck.
tower
Are they
has
gonna come and
fallen.
keep pressuring? It doesn't look like it.
I mean, they
Radiant's
don't have
middle
meta
tower
anymore.
is under attack.
Yeah.
Dire
It's
are
running out.
scanning.
Yeah, but still, I still think the AM is going to be in control of this game. Now that he has a Aegis.
Mac, Makoto run into each other. Gets the invis, dust a little bit late. Needs to force staff Mac to get in a position, but they're not going to be able to get there. And now they need to run.
Lack of reliable lockdown. It's a very, very key thing here.
AM did go all in for that butterfly.
He has the Aegis now. I think if he does this right now, it's okay.
Ooh. Blink away. It looks like they're going to be able to retreat back to home. Playing it safe. CML is underneath the Sentry Ward, which is about to expire right now, but they managed to toss him nonetheless. And that's just going to be a dead CML.
The mysteries of the arcane reveal themselves.
All right. Only 18 kills, but 5,000 gold lead is all that separates these two teams.
Dire's courier has been killed.
And you can see Mac just wants to go in for these like Shadow Blade into sheep
Dire's bottom
plays,
tower
but
is under attack.
it's too hard to take that fight.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Oh,
I think the Terrabit has to spend all his gold. I don't think he should save for buyback. He needs to buy everything.
Dire's
he can.
bottom tower is under attack.
I was thinking about a
Dire's
rapier.
bottom tower has fallen.
Rapier? Really?
Well, I don't know, maybe not. He's got MKB queued up still, but
I don't think they need
Dire's
Rapier. They
bottom
have more
tower
than
is
enough
under
damage.
attack.
Assuming 6 round for the bounty room. They got the coil afterwards. Leash as well. The fear, it's going to connect on to that Invoker, but the Aeon Disc is going to be blocked. So jump forward. They turn immediately, and the Ravage comes out, trying to bring down the Anti-Mage. He's dead. That's the Aegis only. Hyde now, trying to run in and play a little bit of interference for their man. He's getting brought down, but the Yule Scepter keeps him alive afterwards. Marcel trying to back out. They get the silence now onto the TB, but he's not dying yet, and will have Sunder when he comes out of there. Sunder CML. Support. They jump forward, find a catch, and there's the root onto AM. He's dropping down dead. 70 seconds, he's gone, and Mac barely living there. The tree armor, but the jump in from Dreamocell gets the finish. Is it going to be enough to let him live? It looks like it will. Dreamocell able to jump in for the kill and then get out afterwards. In the meantime, Hyde is going to be chased down. Can they get him brought down? He's still got those spider legs, making him oh so quick. And with the blink dagger back up, he will be able to escape. Buyback on Hyde, the only buyback in that fight.
Yeah, that was a very, very good play there by the tree, and he was waiting and waiting. He saved his root until the Invoker popped his BKB, and like that kill was actually the kill that actually stopped the Radiant team
Dire's
from
bottom tower
continuing the
is
fight.
under
If
attack.
Invoker was still alive, the AM I
Dire
think
are
would have been able to
scanning.
just reinitiate and just go in and go for another kill.
They also are starting to stack Aeon discs on these elusive heroes, Puck and Invoker.
Yeah, if they don't die with from the Ravage or the Root, the fight is going to be very easy for the Radiant team. One team is trying to outlast and drag the fight out, and the other team is about, okay, I pop my Ravage or my Root, I want to finish off 1 or 2 heroes right away from the start and play the fight from there.
17-17, net worth lead, 3,000 gold, super close. And you can take a look on the win probability with Dota Plus. It's 46-54. Everything about this game feels very even. Is there a team right now that you would rather be playing as at this point in time in the game, winner?
Double win condition, Invoker AM.
Okay. Do you not think Shadow Fiend is enough of a win condition this game?
But I think Invoker is better.
Okay.
If he can get to, he needs his Aghanims. If he gets there, then I think yeah. But before he reaches that point, yeah, too bad. Shadowfiend is gonna still be doing more in the fights with right clicks. But at this rate, I think there's a chance that the game will go on for another 10 minutes for the next the next play will be the next rush. I don't think either side has enough advantage to just go up the high ground and just claim the racks. Unless someone makes a really huge error and you lose a core hero without buyback.
And nobody wants to see that happen. That's not a good way to end this series. It's been super duper epic so far.
It's like a tennis match ending with a double fault, you know?
I don't know what that means.
What?
I don't watch tennis. I'm sorry. Is it bad? Is that what is it? It's bad if that happens, yeah?
Can't explain if you didn't watch.
No watch. I'm not a watcher.
Okay, it's like the game ending because someone wasted their black hole on no heroes, you know? And then they can't fight GG.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know, one thing that's interesting, we've seen, I feel like it's almost always the case where a team wants an Aghanim Scepter over a Refresher Shard. In this game, particularly with Boomy, Refresher Shard sounds amazing for Adroit. And there's definitely parts of it that could be good as well for Boom, but thinking about that potentially on this third Roche.
Yeah, it's not enough mana, right? It's not enough mana to sustain it.
Well, Refresher Shard doesn't cost
As long as I
to use it.
Oh yeah, shit. That was 3 patches ago, right?
Don't worry, it's fine. I don't know if it ever did, if I'm gonna be honest with you about it.
It used to cost mana before. 250, I think.
He's also queuing up a Refresher, which he will run into some Manish issues once he buys that. Illusionist Cape picked up for the AM. That's a good one. Oh, that's a real good one. Talk about some illusion baits. Ooh, the coil. Natsumi, Manta, still fine. They swap at least once. And it looks like after that, they're gonna call it good. Danger, danger. Any moment like that, you jump forward, could turn into the end of the game if you're not careful. But right now, TB still keeping buyback. Anti-Mage does not quite have buyback. Sell about 800 gold away. Well, they got a
Dire's
leveler
top
too.
tower is under attack.
That's a big one for Terrorblade. And Tree got the Ags. Oh, this was the other change. Eye in the Forests now gets 3 charges with the 40-second cooldown.
Oh my god, this is a huge buff.
Yeah.
Damn.
So you get to start out with 3 of the trees right at the beginning. Move to where you want to go and just make it work.
Okay, now the late game changes.
Yeah? How so?
Trian is one of the most OP supports late game with Axe. Trian, Takis, Nyx.
Make a big difference.
The game never ends.
Yeah, it might not, actually. It's a good point. It could be a while. Oh, Makoto, he spots out Mac here. And the hard lockdown isn't really available. FBZ going to be swapped. Pulling him into position. The fight's still going on off to the side. Mac forced to pop his BKB early. And FBZ able to jump out. So Mac goes for the invis walk away. Tornado going to land. But they won't be able to find anybody else. All good there.
I'm just waiting for Roche. Oh, no, I don't think there'll be any fighting until the Roche is gonna come up.
CNL setting up his traps all around the map.
It's time to have fun, you know. You've been playing this whole game as a support. 40 minutes into the game, you deserve to have some pleasure of farming the whole map.
This does feel like it's a change in the way that this game is going to work now, where like the longer it goes, the better it gets for Adroit, almost. You'll just get more and more eyes around the map.
Yeah, it's definitely better for their supports. Tight support, Trian support, all of those heroes, if you get to a stage where you have your Refresher, your Aghanims, I mean, even the Ags on type could be useful at this rate. It boosts your team fight a lot.
Well, you can see here as well, Boomy, he's queuing up the refresher, and then afterwards he's got the energy booster in his inventory because he's going to need it for the arcanes in between going. But they're getting a lot of space now for Boomy as well. Took the Kraken Shell damage block talent. We'll see if it ends up being the biggest thing in the world. We were talking about at the beginning of this game.
I think the Gush armor is actually better.
Really?
Yeah. It does more for you, I think.
Yeah. Like it?
If you get X, obviously.
Right. Yeah, that makes a big difference. Makoto again gonna try and find the Tidehunter down here bottom. But Boomy is already backing away. Has the refresher done? So refresher Tide. This one, he does actually need the arcane boots, I think, to be able to get both rounds of his spells off.
Yeah, I was talking about the refresher last time. You thought I was talking about the shard, right?
I was talking about the shard. That's why I said refresher, shard, and Roche.
Okay, it's my bad.
Oh my goodness. 30% CDR for Shadow Fiend. Any other 25s that have come up? We've got Anti-Mage who's 28 and did decide to take the counterspell magic resistance instead of the added cooldown. Roche is up, and it's going to be a refresher shard as they find him. Oh, again. FBZ swapped back in. Oh my god, he's so good. He's just out of there.
He's really, really good at Dota.
That's what he's doing. But they're going in for Roche, and they're actually a little bit separated. Moving kind of far away from the rest of them. Avalanche Fox already out in Dream of Self. He's not moving. He doesn't have mana for anything. He's got to get the heck out of here. Trying to get the Red Wave off. The Shadow Fiend is going to get it. The right click score, and the Animate's dead. 100 seconds out of here. Kodo now. Next one they turn upon. That's the Aeon Disc already procced, and they will lose Bach afterwards. Kezq taking over one of these little hill trolls, trying to get somebody on top of him and hide. Actually doesn't have a way to get out of there with the blink. Kezq barely able to make his way out, but the Ravage Boomy got his mana back in, and now the right click's coming through, almost taking down Hyde, but not quite dead yet. Avalanche force step up to the high ground. FEZ jumps in, gets the silence on the several, still trying to chase.
Here comes AM.
Image, but look at Mac. Mac, Shadow Bladed. Yeah, he can't go in on the AM right now. BKB's still on cooldown. Refresher used. Tide ready to go for round 2. He has a clarity working. Shadow Fiend still trying to hunt. They know if they can get Dreamo Cell, this game becomes so much easier. But instead now it's Boom that are running into the pit. Now they should know that there's a potential for a second Ravage. Will it actually be used? All the lanes are pushing in a good position, and Boomy is moving over towards the mid. This would be a huge Ravage again if he's able to hit it, thinking about the jump in. Mac looking for the opening now as well. And this still on cooldown for both of these heroes, but they get the Aegis, they get the cheese, and they get Refresher.
Dire's bottom
They did
tower
not
is
want to
under
run in
attack.
without Metamorphosis, and now they're going to catch CML. He's going to go down. Abyssal Blade on the other side, not going to find any more kills. He turns onto the Invoker. The Ravage, they're separated. Where's the help? Where's the team? Where's everybody? The Anti-Mage drops dead. Invoker's dead for 90 seconds. No buyback. Sheepstick off cooldown in 5 seconds if they can wait long enough. Dream will sell BKB, trying to walk away, trying to get out of there. And they're trying to get him out. It does look like Dream of Cell will escape just barely. Oh man.
So who has the best level 30 at this rate?
I have no idea.
If you get to the point where it's level 30,
You think Invoker?
Invoker's 24. Actually, if you get your overall talents, I think Invoker is one of the best ones overall.
Yeah. It is kind of feeling like we're heading there, isn't it? Another round of Aegis used. They still have cheese and refresher on Boom.
Oh dear, this is the old kind of Dota. Team fight, dodge, Roshan, game end.
Yeah, sometimes people like that every now and then. You return to an old style.
Symphony of spells.
Yeah, exactly.
And Enigma got a buff, right? A small buff.
Of course he did. what you like to see. That was the flicker from Kezcube, by the way, that gave him a little bit of extra health. I thought it would be funny if it would have flickered back into enemy team accidentally.
Radiant are scanning.
But again,
Radiant's
CML,
bottom tower is under attack.
is going to walk into the scan. That signals that they know he's here. Avalanche. Oh god. Leave me alone.
Radiant's bottom tower
Oh, Hyde
has
takes
fallen.
down the trees.
Get me out of this game and this trend.
Wow.
This is his map right now.
But he's got they've got spider legs and gem now for Tiny.
Who did they catch? Oh, two of them.
They got them both there. The Atos, they were trying to catch the tree, but the tree got you. Now the swap in, swap number 2. They got him next, and Hyde is gonna pay for his transgressions. How dare you come into my land?
Oh, that was an amazing play there by CML. Amazing. Great setup. Great pickoff. And the swap
Blade is lane. On a Natsumi, sorry. Just a quick little jump in, forces the BKB.
Don't worry about it. The sword hex is gonna be a deadly tool against the AM. If you can catch him with that and follow up with that with a stun from the bench.
Now,
So you should go magic, missile, pierces, spell immunity this time, I guess. Bench, aura, illusion, cast spells. Seems nice too.
either one's cool. They're moving down the mid lane, forcing some reactions here.
Radiant's middle
Invoker
tower
just hit
is under
25,
attack.
gets the radial deafening blast.
Radiant
Back
structures are
from
fortified.
downtown right there, beating away at this. This is the new Venge talent, I think, as well. 100 Vengeance
Radiant's
aura
middle
attack
tower
range.
is under attack.
Look how far away Matt can hit
Dire's
from.
bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's
Tier
middle
3
tower
dead.
has fallen.
Oh, wait,
A sniper.
it's true. Can't lie about that.
Bench plus sniper. Is that the combo?
It's a new combo. We'll have to see how it goes, though, as yet again, 3,000 goal lead, all that's separating these teams. It feels like it is just going to come down to who executes better in these fights, and the resources coming for Adroit are increasing as time goes on.
Man, the moment this Trian gets the refresher, I think game is gonna be very hard for the AM because there's gonna be too much lockdown for him.
Right.
Oh,
They've already-
he went for a satanic. Okay, that's nice. He needs the
Dire's top
status
tower
reduce.
is under attack.
Yeah. Rapier afterwards. Still, none of the tier 3 towers taken.
Rapier,
So he's got queued up.
refresher would do him more. I think having a second combo with the Abyssal BKB would actually be a game changer. Because if he doesn't have BKB, I don't think he's gonna be able to do much at this point.
Stun, chase, Makoto gets out. Lincoln's passed over to him as well by FBZ. And in the meantime, this Natsumi illusion just pushing out the bottom lane. This is going to be one of the sort of pains in the neck for Boom as time goes on, is just trying to deal with their waves, constantly pressured out as they're going to jump and find and kill CML.
DD, they have DD on AM. This is big. If they can get this.
Natsumi tried to abyssal the puck, but that's the Lincoln Sphere. Used already. AM is getting close to 30.
I mean, his 30 doesn't change a whole lot.
Mana Void 20-second cooldown?
Yeah, but how much mana are you gonna have? Realistically, how many times can you use it? Okay, maybe twice. You can use it twice. I mean, it's huge. Don't get me wrong, but
Right.
I don't think it's as huge as like Evoker getting 30. You know?
Right. Yeah, the Chaos Meteor percent damage to me is one that seems kind of interesting.
Everything, the tornado cooldown, the force spirit armor reduction, those are gonna be useful in the team fight.
Yeah. Well, it is again 50 minutes in. We're getting closer and closer to that next tier of items now as well.
Closer to the next Roche, man. This is what Roche number 4.
It's true.
4 or 5? 4, right?
Does nobody has an Ags yet either, at least that's been sent to them.
So it's number 4. Okay.
Oh, you know what? Anti-Mage Ags might actually be good this game if you can manage to kill Terrorblade with his Mana Void. that would, so how much would it be? It would be another 90 seconds, or no, 100 seconds added on to the time of metamorphosis. Actually, any of these heroes, it's pretty good on. Like Overgrowth would get another 100 seconds added onto it. Hunter Ravage.
But the fact that he's trying to get a rapier instead of going for that.
Like, with the Roche, I mean.
Oh, you mean at the at the Roche.
Probably better people still.
Let's see who. Yeah, it's no point giving it to the Tiny. This is a support Tiny. Yeah, actually, it might be better to give it to the AM. Nobody needs it. Invoker has one. Hawk has one. I mean, Chen Eggs.
Not great. Jump in, Boomy, looking for an opening. Kescute's there. Got their sights set on him. Bach throws out the stun. Good flicker, back away. There's going to be the coil now. Onto 2, but no follow-up afterwards. Hyde is in position to come and try and mess with them if they want to, but they're not going to do it. And this whole time through, CML is just dropping down these trees whenever he sees fit. Overgrowth?
Clearing the creeps.
Bottom.
He's just playing the creeps.
Roche capable of respawning right now, but it's a long respawn. Almost 2.5 minutes.
If Trian can get to level 25, that would be something.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Do you think the Overgrowth DPS is the play or the AoE living armor?
Not sure. They're both good. They're both great.
Tornado kind of owns it though.
Yeah, probably the damage. Just go for the damage. He's probably gonna get refresher by then too, so the damage is gonna make more sense. So imagine he gets the full combo off. Oh my god.
Tide has the CDR, Makoto and FBZ sitting nearby. The Requiem getting queued up afterwards. Can they kill him in time? They will. Tried to ravage, didn't end up happening. Gem still left on the ground. They are going to be able to walk back for Makoto, swap back in. There's the Abyssal Blade afterwards. Makoto gets demolished. They bring him down.
Yeah, that was a very, very good play by the bench. Realizing that they have enough damage despite proccing the Aeon Disc, but they had enough damage. So much minus armor. Solar Crest, Wave of Terror.
Jeez.
The SF actually hurts so much.
He's so strong. His action also is pretty nice. It gives him a couple more of those souls along the way.
You're right about the fact that even though Invoker AM is a double win condition, but the SF and Terrorblade also feels very, very scary with the Venge Aura. All of them utilize the Venge Aura well.
Now, Hyde is trying to push this bottom lane, and they've got tree armor going on it still. Over to the side, Dreamosil, level 30, jumps into the pit. They see him with the tree. He's got to be careful about his movement around this pit. This entire area around the pit is covered in the eyes of the forest.
They need a gem.
Dire's
they have one, I thought.
Is under attack.
Yeah, on Tiny.
Yeah. He's going to go around now and try and take down these trees. So that should make things a little better for him.
It's one of the better heroes that can kill everything, and he has spider legs. Convenient. How convenient.
Everything he needs. Kescute's over here now. They do spot out that there's another tree nearby. But again, it's a pretty good job right now by Adroit to keep themselves in good position on the map. But Hyde keeps on taking down these trees, and Abyssal Blade can open up right at the start. Requiem coming. Is it going to be enough? They already have the leash onto all of them. That's an Ag's leash. BKB's down now. Got to be careful about this second round of initiation. They're running in without the BKBs available. This is kind of crazy. FBZ jumps, tries to find a kill on the Venge, not dead yet. Silence is there. The stun's going to come out in just a second. They've got the puck. Immediately going to go for the Silence runaway. CML is dead. Buys back afterwards. They have not much else left. Oh my god, Kescute just walked into death. Now they're looking for Makoto afterwards. The Ravage, they got him. And this is going to be proc though. Now trying to run away. His BKB comes out afterwards. Has Refresher Shard. They find a Tiny, swap him in, and take him down. Now the puck tries to jump in. Venge again, barely living. And look at the AM inside the base, trying to hit away at these buildings.
Dire's bottom
They
tower
need to
is
come
under
back and
attack.
defend
Bottom
against
tower
this.
has fallen.
Dreamcell tries to get the jump away, so they take down one tier 3 tower, and that's going to be the extent of it.
They need another hex on like Tide or Trian. They actually need. Okay, bench is building one.
How close? Pretty close there, it looks like. Refresher on the Terrorblade. We're 56 minutes in, and again, Roche is available. They drop the cheese on the ground. Dreamcell wants to clean this one up if possible. CML dropping some more trees along the way. Toss back in, they got him. This is gonna be a dieback for the tree if they're not careful, and he is going to fall. Hide in the meantime, they get the fear out onto all of them. Secondary fear, round 2. Natsumi BKB pops it, jump forward, pistol away Makoto. It's some trouble, Ravage the end, the BKB out already. They take down Keski, that's his second death. No Tiny in this fight either. So Adroit now have somewhat of a free path towards Roche. But do they have another round of spells? They have another Ag's Coil from Puck in just a moment if they want to use it. Natsumi, low on mana, does still have Satanic and Manta. Makoto throws another one of those tornadoes out, interrupting it, trying to bring him low, but they do. He got damage. Oh my god! The damage came out so strong, and they had the visions. They take him down. Now Rose getting the single combo coming out, but it's not enough damage. The turn now, Dreamcell. And they get him. Dreamcell's hexed. He's getting right-clicked. Oh my god, he lives. And BetBC, the snake. Oh my god, he snuck it away. How much did he get? He got the egg and the cheese.
And they lost the Aegis, right? Oh no, the Terrorblade has the Aegis. No,
They got
Terrorblade.
refresher shard at least.
Okay, Terrorblade had refresher, so you give it to.
Boomy, probably. They have another refresher orb ready for Tide.
You use it for the meta. He should just refresh his meta if they want to go.
Okay, no Tiny here. We're a couple minutes away from the next tier of items, but it does kind of have that feeling like Adroit just want to go all in here. They don't have the Venge. Do they have the Illusion? They do have the Venge Illusion.
Radiant's middle
And that might be enough for
Radiant's
them.
middle barracks
Natsumi,
has fallen.
again, somewhat low, but he has that...
Illusion is actually just doing so much for them.
Can't afford to
Radiant
lose it here.
structures are fortified.
Cannot afford to lose the
Radiant's
Venge
bottom
Illusion.
tower is under attack.
They want to. They're trying to bring it down, and they eventually do. They just let it die, but the Hex comes out, and now under control. Makoto, but there's the AI disc again, keeping him alive. It's going to wear out in a second. Disarm onto all of them. Dreamcell jumps in onto the Shadow Fiend, trying to get him. They didn't have detection. Requiem, he saves it back, hanging on for the moment. Natsumi still trying to take down these buildings. The backdoor protection is there. Do they have any extra forms of control? They've still got him caught, and there's the Puck. Under control. Another round of the Sunstrikes coming. Cataclysm, not enough damage. Everybody is alive again, but they're running out of steam on Adroit, or they're not. They kill off the Tiny again. They don't have Metamorphosis. Can they still afford to stick around here? They've got Aegis, another round of the Abyssals, FBZ, the Aeon Discs alive, but not enough. The buyback comes from the Puck, and Adroit still sticking around
Radiant's
even
bottom
without meta.
barracks are under attack.
This is kind of crazy for them, but again, they feel confident with the Aegis. Somebody right now on Adroit is making the call. Let's end this game. Let's stay in this tournament. Let's try and make this work. They take the second set of racks again. No Tiny for 7 seconds. Swap in, catch him. Hey, I'm in trouble. No way to save him. The right clicks, it's enough. He's dead. 2 minutes. Buyback immediately. Boom, he's got to refresh round. Round 2 of this now. Can they do it? They have the damage, but they don't have meta. Natsumi, he's got the rapier, but does he have enough to stay alive? The swap, not what they wanted to do. The blink, and now the back out. Adroit, they have the rapier, meta back up in 40 seconds. They don't have a bench for saves, but they do have the cast illusion on the aura. And it looks like with that, Adroit are gonna feel comfortable with just the 2 sets of racks. The tier 2's still alive up top.
What a game, man. What a game.
Get your items. Let's see them.
I don't think I have a game past 60 minutes for a long time.
Really?
Yeah. Games have been like, the last patch games are always over like 30, 40 minutes max, like around 30, the games are over.
Fallen Sky looks like a pretty good boomy item.
I don't even know
what this item does. I've never had a chance to use this item.
It's the meteor hammer blink dagger.
Okay, meteor hammer, thanks.
Yeah. Oh my god, they have Octarine on the Tide now too. How much cooldown reduction? It's a 90-second Ravage cooldown. Book of the Dead gets picked up for the Shadow Fiend as well. Some of these items are really ridiculous when you get them. Are Radiant going to be able to find any for themselves? They need to go hit their Ancients. But I think a lot of these, are they being cleared by the tree? No, he's not doing it. Oh, Seer Zone, Woodland Striders.
I actually think they cannot fight head on. They have to try to use AM to split and they delay with other heroes. Like the last 2 fights, AM has been destroyed every time he joins the fight.
Wait a minute. Terrorblade just got Apex. So that's 75 Agi for Terrorblade. That's pretty big, man. That's a pretty big item to get. Wait, he took it away though. What?
He gave it to the
Oh, he got Ballista! Oh my god, Ballista's insane. Alright, 250 attack range, and then every time it hits somebody, it knocks them back 50 yards and deals 40 pure damage. This item is insane. Alright, they're going through, they got him caught in a ton of trouble. Anti-Mage is gone. They got him caught. And this is going to be Adroit getting the kill they needed. The good game is called immediately as they caught Mr. KFC himself, Dreamacell. And Adroit are going to be moving on in this tournament off of a thriller 16-minute match going the distance. Impressive showing indeed. There's not a fake GG, I don't think. They did say good game.
Oh, he didn't type in all chat, he typed in friendly chat.
Okay, got it. Understood. As GG is eventually going to be called, Adroit are going to take the series. They are going to move on and knock out Boom.
Yeah, I was wrong about the Invoker being a better late gamer than the Shadow Finish.